Alright folks, been a little while since I posted a video. Been going through some struggles here. Been trying the no alcohol thing. Had pretty bad slip up, which just basically I just caved in and got a few drinks, and I'm the type of idiot that when I decide to do something, I usually do too much of it. So had the wonderful aftermath of that. We're gonna learn from that. I sat down and I wrote down all the pros and cons of that particular habit, and there's really not much on the pros side, a lot on the cons side. So I think I'm just all the way done with that one. Don't think I'm gonna make that mistake again. However, I have still been dealing with, I don't know if I call it depression, but just a lack of a sense of meaning or value, I guess. So I've been listening to this new series out by Jordan Peterson. It is on Daily Wire, and he talks about the difference between a biological problem that causes depression versus somebody that just doesn't have a very good life. Now I'm probably going to butcher it the way that there's no way I can explain it as good as he did, but in a sense I just haven't really been working on my goals. My goals haven't really been goals, if you will. They've been more of just wishful thinking. And ran across one of the podcasts by Ron Mickler. It's about 10 months ago, I think, is when he posted this one. I'll put it in the link in the description here, actually. I think a lot of folks would be really benefit from it. I know that it definitely seemed like he was talking to me directly, more or less calling me out, which I needed that. And he talks about doing it. Just quit thinking about it and just do it. So been talking to a couple other guys in the IC there, and it's been common that the why comes up. If you're gonna make a goal or a vision, you got to really define the why. So I've been doing that. I've got 5 things that I've listed down here that I really want to do. 5 goals. One's podcasts. I'd like to start doing videos, podcasts. Another one's my woodworking. I do that one on and off now. I'd like to work on my finances, get out of debt. I'd like to get physically fit and back into martial arts. And then I need to work on my family relations. So those are my top 5. And I've defined the why. I can actually show you here what it looks like, what I'm kind of writing it all out. So my podcast, my why is, to help others. Maybe folks can what I'm going through, and maybe if I can get my own act together, then maybe there'll be some encouragement for other people to do the same. Because sometimes it's really hard to follow somebody that seems like they've already got it all figured out. Sometimes we need to see what it looks like to still be in the trenches, as some say. And that's definitely where I feel like I'm at. So the how for the podcast is I'm going to start looking into a lot of that. I know some people that do podcasts. I'm going to try to start figuring out what they do. Brian Tracy talks about, if you want to be something, find somebody else that is that thing and copy what they do. So I'm going to do that, try that. try to start making videos every day, whether it be for my self-development or my woodworking stuff. I'm going to at least try to make that a daily routine, and that goes into the woodworking. The why for that's going to be, kind of want it to be a fun, profitable side hustle in a way. I really enjoy doing woodworking, and I would like for that hobby, if you will, to pay for itself. And I think that that's something that I could do. Nice little projects. Maybe start giving them away as gifts and stuff. That would be pretty nice, I think. How is I'm just gonna start doing that. That's easy enough. Just start making projects and doing them. So the next is debt free. The why is, I think that just makes an easier life when you're not in debt. Gonna make things more rewarding for me, because I kind of feel like I'm getting the money that I'm working for, instead of having to give it all away to these credit companies and all that. So that would be, I think, a big load off of my shoulders as far as that goes. That's something I've been working on, been getting there, but it's a long travel. So we'll keep doing that. The how on that one is just limited spending, cutting subscriptions that I don't use. Really being more frugal about my spending. Not eating out a whole bunch. Things like that would be really helpful. Also, there's the snowball effect that I'm trying to do as well. So I'm trying to really crack down on one card specifically and get that taken care of. The next in the line is my physical fitness. I really want to get back into martial arts, mixed martial arts. That's going to be a tricky one though, because it's expensive to do that. But I would really like to make that a goal. So that's going to be part of the financial goal. Whenever I get to a financial point. All right, I get these mosquitoes. Hold on. Get off of me, bugs. Mosquitoes. So the physical fitness, the why is the health. Big one. I want to lead a good example for my children. I got 3 boys. And the martial arts, not only for health, but for kind of a security, self-confidence, and honestly, it's just fun. I really enjoyed doing jiu-jitsu whenever I was in that, and that was a lot of fun. Bit of camaraderie with the other guys that we did it with too as well, so that's good too. Good connections. As far as family goes, that's kind of self-explanatory. Family is connection and responsibility. That's my whys. That's my family. So I'm separated, partial custody with the kids kind of thing, so I don't get to see them that often. So it's been a challenge. It's been a little tough, but I'm making sure that whenever it is my time to see them, I'm really trying to go all in with that and make sure that my attention's not divided. The how goes along with that, as well as there's a book by Gary Chapman, The 5 Love Languages. I'm gonna really try to start understanding that and implementing that knowledge. I think that would be very beneficial. So another thing that I'm working on is Jordan Peterson talks about how to pray, and he says if you really want to pray, if you really want to know the next step, I guess, to take, or he says, he compares it to the gospel or the scripture verses: knock and the door shall be open, seek and you shall find. He tells you to sit on the edge of your bed at night and ask yourself, what is one thing that you're doing that you could stop doing, that you would stop doing, that would benefit you, that you know that you need to stop, And I've been giving that a great deal of thought. There's two of them that come to mind, immediately came to mind. One of them, drinking. I'm done. Cutting that out. I can stop, I will stop. No benefit to it. I just, even in a social environment now, I don't like it. I don't like the aftermath. I don't like the cost. It's expensive. That's hurting my financial goals. I don't like, I really don't even like the feeling of being drunk or drinking or being buzzed or anything. It's just, I just don't care for it anymore. So that's one of them. And the other one is gaming. I've been doing a lot of gaming lately, and it's a waste of time. I feel like it's entertaining. I still enjoy it. I may just make that to where it's like a planned, scheduled thing where if I do, maybe only do it once a week or something instead of every night or every other night, or limit my time frame, making sure that maybe I limit it to an hour at most, other than, I mean, sometimes I get in and play 2, 3, 4 hours. I mean, that's a lot of time that I could be putting to something else, to any other goals. I'd like to start learning how to use 3D CAD software. I think that's going to be something I'm going to put in my woodworking stuff there. So we'll see how that goes there. And I think that that's a good start for me personally, where I'm at. I think I've got a pretty good plan actually written down. I'm done doing this whole thinking about stuff all the time. I'm actually going to write it down. I'm going to look at this every day, and I'm going to try to make sure that my actions throughout the day align with these goals. And we'll see how things go. I will continue to post videos on here. If anyone has any suggestions for me, if anyone has any guidance or anything like that, I'm always open to stuff like that. I'm trying to make the best of things, so I would appreciate any feedback. And as always, I appreciate everybody out there. I pray that everyone is able to make the fullest of what they have. And for those that are struggling, hang in there, keep moving forward, because that's the answer. Keep moving forward. Doesn't matter how tough things get, keep moving forward. Don't let yourself get stagnant. I've been there, I am there. It's not good, it's not healthy. It just makes depression settle in, and it just makes the situations worse. Kills your motivation. It's a lot easier to maintain momentum than to start trying to make some momentum. So if you keep moving, it makes it a little easier. So with that, I bid you adieu. Love y'all. Good night.